My eyeball is dead, and there is little to no chance that it will ever revive. As a little boy, I had 2 healthy eyeballs. And one day I tragically woke up and I found out that I was going to lose my one eye. And for the last 22 years of my life, I have been living with an eyeball that is completely gone and completely dead. Although I have made the most of it and got a whole bunch of crazy custom eyeballs, the most realistic thing that I'll ever have to having 2 eyes will be this eyeball right here. Now this eyeball cost about $10,000 and it is the closest thing that I will ever have to having 2 real eyeballs because of this dead eye. And this eyeball was actually hand painted to match the color of my real eyeball. And the reason this thing costs so much money is because it was actually custom fit to my eye socket, allowing my eye muscles behind this prosthetic eye to make it move around a little bit, making it look like I actually have 2 eyes. Now, doctors have always told me that eye transplants could exist in the future. However, I've lived with a dead eyeball for the last 22 years, and there has been 0 signs that this eyeball will ever be revived. So the chances that I, Jarrett Stod, live with a dead eye for the rest of my life are extremely high. And that is why I have set myself out on a mission to find my dead eyeball. Now the doctors took this thing when I was only 2 years old in Iowa City, Iowa, when I had my eye removal surgery. And for the last 22 years, I've had to live without my eyeball and have a dead eye. So why not go and find this eye? Because then I could not only have my entire collection of 100 different prosthetic eyeballs, I could actually have the real eyeball that I lost to cancer when I was 2 years old, and that would mean a lot to me. So now I have to figure out, how am I going to get my real eyeball back? What is the first step? And the only thing that I can think of for this first step would be to call the actual hospital that removed my eyeball and see if there's any way that they still have it or if they know what happened to it. All right, guys, I found the hospital's number and I'm about to call them right now, so here we go. Yeah, hello, this is Jarrett Stod. I have a very, very unusual and very weird question for you guys. Yo, no way. They said they actually keep the eyeballs and they think they might have it, but they have to ask their boss and the boss's boss to see if there's actually possible to give back an eyeball because they've never done it before and it's very unusual. They said it was probably the most unusual thing that they've ever heard, but they might actually have this eyeball, which is freaking insane. They said to wait about 1 week and they'll give me a call back or give me an answer on whether they can actually give me this eyeball or not. So we have to wait 1 week. All right, guys, it has officially been 1 week and 2 days since I've heard from the hospital, and they just got back to me right now, and they said that they actually have my eyeball and they would be willing to give it to me so I could have it a part of my history and my YouTube channel collecting all these crazy custom eyes, and they think it would be the best feature in my collection having my actual dead eyeball. And well, they have it sent out in the mail right now. So right now I currently have about 100 different eyeballs in my collection. I have another one of these cases of eyeballs downstairs, but out of all of my eyeballs in my collection, the craziest one is this realistic eyeball that moves, and also the sharingan eye. Now the reason that this sharingan eyeball is one of the craziest and best eyeballs in my collection is because this eyeball was actually the very first custom eye that I ever got. As soon as I lost my eyeball, I went 18 years living in shame and living in fear that I was different, and I was so scared to embrace who I truly was. And about 4 years ago, when I started this exact YouTube channel, I decided to step out of my comfort zone and get a custom eyeballs and accept the fact that I was different and make the most of my disability. And well, this was the first custom eyeball, which led to almost 99 more eyes. And in today's video, we are finally going to get back the real eyeball of Jarrett Stod, which seems absolutely insane to think about because this eyeball started it all, and because of this eyeball and my YouTube channel, I am going to become the first person to ever get back the real dead eye. So now I have to wait for this eyeball to come. Well, it is officially the day that my dead eyeball comes. And I am freaking out. I literally have chills throughout my body. And I am so anxious to see this thing for the very first time. It comes in a few hours. I have been tracking the UPS number on this thing for the last week. I have been so anxious, and today is finally the day. Now, I generally have no idea what this eyeball is going to look like. Will it be rotten? Will it be like an actual eyeball? Will the eye muscle still be attached? I have no idea. I don't know what to expect. All I know is that my eyeball is dead, and I don't know where that eyeball is until right now. It will be on my front doorstep in a little bit. I will finally have my dead eyeball, and well, we're gonna find out what this thing looks like because I have absolutely no clue. Okay, I think the eyeball is here. I just got a notification on my phone from UPS, and it says that the package has been delivered. It is time to go to the front door and see my dead, real eyeball. All right, here we go. I'm opening the door right now. And outside of here, we should have my real eyeball inside of this box right here. I don't know why the box is so large. Like, look at this thing. The box is actually huge to have just an eyeball inside of there. So let's go inside and see what's in this box. Let's do this. I have the box. Now I'm gonna open this thing up and find out what this thing looks like. So here we go. Yo! It is actually a dead eyeball. I have no words. Look at this. It is literally a dead eyeball. It has like either mold or dead eye muscles on it, but this entire thing is completely dead. It is the same color of my actual eye and everything. This thing is so crazy. Look at this thing. It is a normal eyeball, as you can see, and it's just covered in like dead eye muscles. I have no idea what I'm going to do with my real dead eyeball, but all I know is that this has by far been the craziest thing that I've ever done on this channel, and this is the craziest eye that I have got and will ever get in my entire life, because it is the only eye that has ever come from my body. And even though I have my real eyeball back, my eye will be dead forever.